One of those people feeding the big lie is TV pitchman turned conspiracy theorist Mike Lindell. The MyPillow CEO has said over and over again that he has proof of a stolen election and that he was going to present it to true believers. So you would think after a judge ruled that a $1 billion defamation lawsuit against him could go forward, that would have been a good time for him to show his proof to the world. Instead, it all came apart in front of a live audience. Donnie O'Sullivan has the story.
We got attacked by China, and they flipped this election and down tickets to the tune of tens of millions. This is crazy. And all you have to do is come to the symposium.
For weeks, MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell has been touting his so-called cyber symposium in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, claiming he would present data that would prove to the world China hacked the 2020 election and stole it from Donald Trump.
If you're correct, if you have that evidence...
No, just forget about the evidence. If I'm right that China took our country right now, do you care? Would that bother you? Would that bother you?
But you have to show the proof for it,
No,
right?
would that bother you?
Of course it would.
Okay, then why do you think I keep going? Do you think I like getting attacked?
Lindell invited the media and cyber experts to the symposium to vet his claims. We went along and brought Harry Hursty, a world-renowned cyber and voting machines expert.
If you see something in there, if you see some data that does seem legit, that does show that there was some sort of fraud, you're ready to investigate it, right?
Absolutely. I will follow the evidence wherever the evidence will go.
This was attacked. The whole technology was attacked.
So the conference was supposed to begin about an hour ago, but Lindell is having some problems with streaming live the event on his website. He's claiming, without any evidence, that it's because of an attack, that his systems have been attacked.
There's hacks and cyber attacks every day, as you can see.
And it went downhill from there. Lindell ultimately didn't produce the data to prove his claim the election was stolen by China.
I think the guy makes a wonderful pillow, but I wish some of this information would have been organized a little better.
Were you given any data at all from the 2020 election? Anything useful, anything that would show any sort of fraud?
We were not given any kind of raw data which we would even be able to start to look in that.
But if your stuff is legit, if the data is legit, wouldn't it be better for you to hand it over to as many cyber experts as possible?
You know why? I'll give you the answer. Because I've been told that they can go out there and corrupt it and make fake stuff and put fake news out. So I don't need your people to go out and doctor the evidence and put out on Mike Lindell's a conspiracy theory.
But you have been saying for months, media, experts, everybody come, see the data.
We're showing it right on screen right now. So you can't sit here and do a hit piece when it's on screen right now.
To your knowledge, was anything on those screens proof of Lindell's claims that the election had been stolen?
Based on everything we found, that is meaningless. There was nothing there you can compare to draw any conclusions.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a computer guy. I don't know what most of this stuff means, but I've been researching this election since November 3rd. But the CNNs of the world, you guys need to start reporting this and stop fact-checking it.
And in case you needed more proof this is a sham, Ron Watkins spoke remotely at the conference for hours.
So what I said was...
He was allegedly behind the QAnon movement, according to a HBO documentary, an allegation he denies.
Do you understand? All I need is for all those experts to say, yep, it's from the 2020 election.
But that's not proving the election was rigged, though, right?
Yeah, I have that proof with my people that we're bringing to the Supreme Court. I don't need the media driving the narrative before my case to the Supreme Court.
We expected a huge pile of data which we wouldn't be able to understand and how it can be evidence. We didn't expect there's no pile of anything.
There's not even a pile of bullshit here. There's just a pile of nothing.
There's only a pile of nothing.
No evidence of election fraud here, but plenty of promotions for pillows and other products.
Got bathrobes, slippers, pajamas, bath mats. So go look at what you like. There's so much cute stuff.
And Donnie O'Sullivan joins us now. Donnie, I feel like I need a MyPillow to rest my head after watching that piece. Just a very strange and surreal symposium there that you attended.
Yeah, Jim, as you know, I've been to my fair share of weird and wacky events over this past year, QAnon events. I mean, this is up there. This was bizarre more than anything else. As you saw, it was a big production. There was a big stage. Lindell seemingly put up a lot of his own money for this. I mean, the people who went to the conference were invited. They ate for free for the week. You know, it was catered. And what was just sort of stunning about it all was there was all this this circus essentially. And as you heard our cyber expert there, Harry Hursty, there was no anything. There wasn't even, you know, he was sort of expecting to go into it and be handed over some form of data that might potentially, you know, involve, you know, more investigation at least, something they could really dig into. There wasn't even that.
Shocker. And this just in, Donald Trump is not going to be reinstated as president, especially based on what you saw. Now, you noted the event included plenty of promotions for pillows and other products. How is Lindell doing financially, considering he's facing this massive lawsuit from Dominion? It almost sounded like at the end of your piece that he's got a bit of a fire sale going for some of his products.
Yeah, and I mean, look, to be honest with you, I think there's questions to be asked of who it is that Lindell is getting this data from, who he's been paying to analyze this data, and if he's sort of being taken for a bit of a ride here as well. What was interesting was Fox News didn't show up to the event, which was noted throughout the conference. You know, many Trump supporters now say they no longer like Fox News, but it was a reminder that there is a huge ecosystem of other right-wing outlets like OAN, like the Bannon Shop, that are willing to continue to promote the big lie. And all of those networks, all of those right-wing outlets that are online, they were all pushing promotion codes for pillows.
Fascinating. You can't make this stuff up. All right, Donie O'Sullivan, although they make up a lot of stuff. Donie O'Sullivan, thanks so much for that illuminating report. We appreciate it as always. Breaking